Hey everybody, the computer froze, the iPad froze, not sure what's going on. Probably they want me to take break from the videos. But I just wanted to share those things with you guys. Communication, okay, lots of sun. You can see my little bear. He's not so little. He's a lovely family member. So, well, I might have to re-record the video I just made. My point was, guys, we got to add some emotions to technology and not be so lazy, where we do things that are the easiest and try to be in, that illusion that we um, having a relationship with somebody, yet we have no time of the day to give to them. These things should be planned, and um, people appreciate when they feel that you care, they feel that you engage in, you are real, and we live in the best time. Uh, the best time in the world now to actually stay in touch and um, be connected to those people we want to be connected to. It is a lot of work, but I want to tell you that one amazing thing that happens after you went through long distance is that you do not take things for granted. You never ever take things for granted when you've been through long distance, when you had to communicate and get to know the person, via conversations online and so on and so forth. One beautiful thing I just want to say in a long distance relationship, that you don't have a possibility to actually rush into the um, passion and sexual attraction just because it's kind of hard to do if you want to do it the classic way. But you take time if you are attentive and you really want to get to know somebody. You can end up knowing more about the person you are in a long distance with than you know about people that are right next to you, because the physical part is temporarily cut off, or not possible due to distance, but you can really develop the emotional part and mental, you know develop that connection, knowing more about the person, because unfortunately very often people who live together, they have very dull conversation. It's all about, okay, about the traffic today, what happened at work. Very often people do not have very deep conversations when they live together, because they always think they're going to be time, they are tired, um, sometimes a little lazy, and sometimes it's like, whatever. I already know, they have this idea sometimes that they know everything anyway, and this is, not the truth really. But do not, my point of these videos is, do not get discouraged just because you can't be with somebody at this very moment. The good things are worthwhile, and they worth it to wait for. And once you build that connection, if you could build it through the ocean and through the um, many miles of land, um, it's a strong base to start. Because in the modern culture, people who are attracted to each other, they rush so fast to physical part of the relationship, which is a beautiful part, but people overlook everything, and then they have the chemistry and the desire and the hormones. So the only thing that blinds you, and you just see everything in the blue light, and you never really get a chance to get to know the person. Not to mention is when you did not have the chance to experience that part, but you build up connection and trust, and then that beautiful feeling of tension and desire builds up. There is nothing like that, because when people do that prematurely, too soon, too fast, too quick, there is never that build up feeling of desire and passion, like when you let some time to build it. And there is nothing like that. And it's very hard. It's like you have this beautiful dessert in a room, and you have to wait for a while to have it. How many people and couples, just can't handle it, and they just going for the dessert right away before the main dish. So what I'm saying is, there are definitely some amazing things you discover being long distance. I hope you can see my previous video about the communication, the ways to communicate to keep a relationship alive. It really does come from my heart, because I feel that sometimes we have the right tools, but we do not use them in the right order, and unfortunately, they help us to do the opposite of what we want to do. We are blessed to live in this world, having so much things available to us, and while nothing can replace a live interaction, a lot of things can keep your connection and friendships and love alive. So please let me know what you think about this. How do you use it? And do you have some tips that you would like to share? So, with that being said, I will see you very soon. There's going to be a broadcast tonight with Alex sharing things for the guys who are considering uh, going abroad and try things firsthand. So don't miss it. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Or 9:30 p.m. Eastern tonight on Friday.